Welcome back to Let's Play Mother Russia Bleeds. We're on to Chapter 6 in the city. We wrapped back around to Sergei last time, so this time we're moving on to Ivan. And our drug of choice today is Orange Tundra. This one's actually got a really cool effect. When you're in Berserk mode and you do an attack, you'll immediately warp right next to an enemy. So this one can be pretty fun to use. It's got 2 doses, like a lot of the other syringes we've used so far, so you know what to expect. Slightly longer Berserk mode in exchange for bad healing. But yeah, it looks like this city has seen better days. Oh boy. It can never be easy, can it? Alright, let's go. So yeah, not too much to say about these officers. They can grab you and set you up for other guys to punch you, but that's not too threatening. It's very easy to shake them off and throw them away, you see, like that. They've also got nightsticks, which are one of the weaker melee weapons in the game. Yeah. May as well show off Orange Tundra. Yeah, so that's pretty cool right there. One weird thing about these officers is that they can actually go berserk themselves. It's kind of strange. As you can see, Orange Tundra's hit detection's a little weird with the punches. Okay, I can't get this guy at all for some reason. This guy is invincible. I cannot kill this guy. He is invincible. For some reason, this guy is invincible. We're just gonna have to let him kill me. I thought something weird was going on there. Okay, so it's not Orange Tundra that was messing up, it was just the game made the guy invincible for some reason. Bury that fabled no deaths in a recording run. Alright, let's just take these guys out real quick. Yeah, that was weird. I've never had something like that happen before. I mean, as you can tell, it's not exactly the most stable game. It is prone to a few bugs, but that's the first time I've had an enemy just straight up become invincible and I couldn't do anything about them. Ah. Yeah, this is definitely the part of the game where the enemy crowds start to get very dense, and the enemies themselves have a variety of options they can use to mess you up. May as well drain some Necro. This one seems to draw it very slowly, though. That's actually an interesting little thing back there. Those group with the animal masks, those are actually the fans from Hotline Miami 2. So that's the most overt Hotline Miami reference. There's also a little bit of it with like the guys in the animal masks in the club level, but that could just be a coincidence. This is a straight up reference though. Ah, the shield guys. These guys, you gotta hit their shields, then dash behind them to attack them. Not too bad on their own, but very frustrating to deal with in a group. Let's get this. Yep. I want the dog out of here. Apparently the dog's got a bit of a necro problem too. As you can see, these commando women, they just slide kick you. Not very damaging, but can be annoying to deal with. Let's see if I can't get this. There we go. That guy had a very resilient skull. That guy's skull was not quite as resilient. There are motorcycle gang members who drive by every once in a while. You can kick them off, but if you let them drive off screen, that works too. Whoop. They actually don't do too much damage if they hit you. There we go. Also, be careful with the motorbikes, because like all good video game vehicles, they explode after a while. Let's get this guy out of here. The big problem with the shield guys is that there really isn't anything you can do to them besides punch them. So they're a little annoying to deal with in that regard. But if he's content to just stand back there, I'll let him. Whoop. Yeah, the hit detection on the motorcycles is a little weird. Ooh, taser. Or I could grab the guy. Always be careful when you're driving along on your motorcycle in case a giant Russian man comes bearing down on you through the air. One of those guys had a knife. Ah, he picked it back up. Well, may as well shank somebody. Here you go. Whoop. Ah, I'm doing awful right now. Although I will admit I was a bit thrown off by that glitch that happened at the beginning of the level. Gonna have to heal myself here. Ah, this thing drains so slowly. Alright, let's see if I can get this in peace. He didn't have that much on him. Or in him, rather. Yeah, I just have the worst luck with convulsions, it seems. As in, I can't get too many people to convulse for me. I like how each character has like a unique thing on how they attack people. Like, Yvonne's very big on elbow strikes. Whoop, doggy. Whoop. Okay, apparently it grabbed me. Can I get him? Yes! I love doing that. Oh, who's this kid? What's he doing running around in a battlefield like this? Wait, was this kid sent directly by Vlad? Jeez. Yeah, I don't think I like that kind of risk. It seems our characters have a bit of a soft spot for kids, though. Yeah, I really hope Vlad knew what he was doing with that, because what if they didn't show any restraint to the kid? Well, I mean, I guess, but given what we've seen so far, I don't know if that was a safe bet. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I don't really think this is the time for a pun, Vlad. Well, looks like our tracks are going to be heading there now. Well, let me guess, you want me to go shut it down? Oh, I can do quite a bit. Oh, so we finally got some help for once? I don't plan on it, but I do have continues, so you don't need to worry about that. Alright, let's go. That's a pretty long cutscene right there. Ah, you must be the volunteers. And by negotiate, I mean kill. Alright, so we're playing Grenade Hot Potato here. And, they are going to be throwing tear gas grenades at us, but Yvonne doesn't really feel the need to form any sort of protection for himself. And we've got to deal with this phalanx formation. Now the volunteers are going to be throwing their own Molotovs into the crowd. We have to just throw their grenades back at them. They'll throw out tear gas and standard frag grenades. Just throw back whatever you find. It's better than having to deal with it right underneath your feet. Oop. Let's just let that blow up on that guy. Now, our volunteers can die. If they die, other volunteers will come in to replace them. If a tear gas grenade goes off, don't step into it like I just did, or you'll get poisoned. May as well use this up. We're actually doing a pretty good number on that phalanx formation there. Alright, and once we get to this point, they throw in regular smoke grenades, or, well, I suppose it's also tear gas, but this one isn't hazardous to breathe. Alright, so this is just to demo how annoying shield guys are to deal with in groups. But luckily the volunteers take some of the hassle off for us. Alright, that's another one down. Take that one down. There we go. Alright, let's do it. So now we have our own AK, and at this point it's just an auto-scroller. We advance forward and just fire at the guys who advance on us. And this section's actually really, really easy. Basically, whenever you see someone walk in from off-screen, you just start shooting. And as you can see, we do still have some volunteers throwing Molotovs for us, so we have even more help against these guys. Alright, and periodically there will be a new AK for you to pick up. Actually, I played some multiplayer on this with my brother. It's actually even easier in multiplayer mode because they spawn more AKs than the players can actually pick up. Like, there was just the two of us, but there was always like 3 or 4 AKs at a spawn point. I suppose if you were going for a high score, you would let the guys approach you into melee range so you could do punch combos, but just for the sake of getting through the level, it's best to just pick up an AK and go crazy. Occasionally, some enemies will approach from behind, but usually it's only 1 or 2, so you just turn around, pop them real quick, and then focus on the forward advancing group. As you can see, there's another soldier guy there. I think we're at like the halfway point. When an AK is about to go off screen, just throw out your old one and pick up a fresh one. Anybody else coming from behind? No. That's something I learned in Arena mode, is that you don't want to focus too heavily on one side of the screen. Last thing you want is some guy to walk up from behind and sneak attack you. Alright, let's get a fresh one. Yeah, looks like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet for Fido back there. You know, I don't think I've ever been hit in this sequence. It's just a really easy sequence. It was something that definitely seemed like a good idea on paper, but ended up being really boring in practice. Get another one. These guys just are totally okay with just walking right into their doom. Oh, I think we're at the end, actually. So we just need to mop up these last few guys, and then we can move on. I don't think... Did any of our volunteers die during that whole sequence? Oh. That skeleton back there, he looks fully formed now. Yeah. These are just getting worse and worse. Listen, I don't really have a choice at this point. Let's just go on and hopefully we can get this over with. Alright, now all that's left is the boss. And this is actually a pretty easy one coming up, honestly. Is that Dr. Eggman? Well, my fist may not be too effective, but this hammer looks like it'll do a good job. So, this is the gimmick of this fight. There's a hammer here. This is infinite durability. Ow. And we just gotta hit the machine with... Oh, jeez, I'm doing awful. Alright, hold on. We're gonna have to back off. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to beat some people up until we can actually get some necro. Watch out, there's mortar fire going on around here. Oh, jeez. You know, it figures I'd say this is an easy fight and I'm about to die. I did not have the best start to this fight, I'll admit. Oh, yeah, I died. Well, whatever. Honestly, I was playing a little too risky. I was just trying to do it as quickly as possible. Alright, let's do this for real. First, take the hammer. Beat up all these enemies. And when the fire stops going, go in and wail on the thing. Alright. Yeah, that was a really embarrassing showing that I had on the first attempt there, but oh well. I'm not exactly sure what the deal with this hammer is, but it's really good. I like using it. Whoop! Ah! Didn't pay attention to the artillery fire. Yeah, let's just do that to make things safer. Man, I'm doing really bad. Occasionally, enemies with shotguns will show up. This is actually the first time in the game you can see shotguns. If you take those also damage the machine. Yeah, I'm gonna back off. Yep. You can hear when the artillery initially fires, but sometimes it can be hard to keep track of the landing spot. There we go. Oh no, not hurting people, that's not something I do. Oh, well, that was anticlimactic. And that was level 6. Sorry I did so badly there. But when we come back, we will be in Chapter 7. And that one's actually pretty short, but it's also very fun, so hopefully that'll go better than this level did. I hope you enjoyed watching, and please, have a nice day.